So yeah, okay. So this is it's kind of mixed media, but the idea came from identity and family. The first time I thought about it is that we have in my family we have this guy. Actually, he's dead now. He said he's my cousin. I don't know how he's my cousin. He's like half like crazy, half homeless. He was, and then he's like very. He's not very good looking, and he's very dark. Like so, he's kind of scary for most people. You know, like if you're like very black, you're not good looking, and you're homeless, you know, you're kind of scary. So I have like different stories about him, but in a nutshell, I met him by chance in a supermarket parking lot, and he said hi, and he told me, listen, I never gave you anything. You're my little cousin. So let me give you a picture. So he gave me a picture of him, and he told me like, hey, look at this picture, how desperate I look, and like the machine doesn't lie. And when I look at myself and I can see my life, and he tells me all these things. So I kept this picture for a long time in my pocket, and one day I was invited to do a show about portraits. So I took it out, and I blew it up, and I made photocopies. And I live in New York. I used to go out, grocery shopping. I find a 99-cent store with those family portrait frames,
Right.
very tacky, very bourgeois kind of thing. So I decided to make this series of little small portraits made based on his picture. And the idea was to do like those laughing heads that are kind of scary and put them in those family portrait frames and show them as such, and thinking like if someone buy them, they won't put them on the wall. They would have to make them sitting on like the piano or next to the grandmother's picture and so on and so forth.
Right.
So he could get a family, because my family was too scared of him to take him in. We tried here and there, but he was always creating problems, and he had to go back to the hospital and what have you. And so on that basis, I started this, and then I did more work. And this work, actually, I took pictures of my two nephews, and I did the same principle. So that's what it is. And eventually, those little monsters, like laughing heads, like people buy them, then they get, to integrate somebody else's family. So that's the idea.
It's beautiful. Thank you.
Sure.